Jennifer and welcome to my Flagstaff home. Today I'm here to tell you about removing wallpaper, or more specifically in my case, a wallpaper border. We recently moved into a house and one of the rooms had this floral wallpaper border all the way around the room that we had to take off, and I had never removed wallpaper before, so I was a little nervous about it, but it was surprisingly easy. I think from start to finish, getting everything off and getting the glue off of the wall and all that, I think it took an hour to do, and so I'd like to show you how to do it, and so here we go. So here is the wallpaper border that I'm removing, and this is on this wallpaper border, it's almost like the outer coating is not absorbent, so when I sprayed water on it, it wasn't coming off. And so normally what you do is just you kind of use a sponge and put on some warm soapy water, let it sit for just a few seconds, and then you can peel it off. But with this, what I'm finding I need to do, you can see here, is I'm tearing off that outer coating, and then it's leaving this layer that has the adhesive on it. So that's the part that you wet with you wet again with a warm sponge. So I'm just taking this warm soapy water, just put it on there, and then I'm going to lift this up and peel this outer part off so you can see that it's leaving this under layer. There. So I got a big strip, but then I'm left with this stuff, and that has the paste on it. So what I have is I have this container of warm soapy water and a sponge, and I've got this little plastic scraper. And then I have this thing of warm clear water with a different sponge, so that after I take it off, I can wipe the wall and make sure it doesn't have soap residue on it. Then you take the warm soapy water and put it on top of that underneath layer. I'm gonna let it soak in a little bit. And then I have this plastic paddle that loosens up the paper a little bit, and then it peels right off. See there? As easy as that. Was that the easiest thing? I could not believe how easy it came off. Now, let me just say that some wallpaper borders, or probably the same is true of just wallpaper in general, if you use the wet sponge on it, it will soak through the whole thing and you won't have that extra step that I did. But this one's almost had like a vinyl on the outside of it, and then it had this, the paper part that had the adhesive stuck to the wall. So I kind of had to do it in two steps. The first, getting the floral colored part, that had sort of a vinyl. I don't know if it was vinyl, but it didn't absorb the water all the way through. So anyway, I had to take that piece off first and then wet it again to get it off. But there were no little pieces, I mean, very few little pieces left on the wall that I had to kind of scrape off with my fingernail, and that wasn't even very difficult. And then I just ran over it with a wet sponge, not even multiple times, just kind of went back and forth, once or twice, and it took any of the adhesive off the wall. It was so easy. So do not be afraid of removing wallpaper yourself. I imagine, obviously, if you're removing something that's covering an entire wall, it's going to take a lot more time than that, but it is not that difficult, so give it a try. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber to my Flagstaff home, hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon, and YouTube will let you know when I upload new videos, which is fairly often, and I hope you'll come along with me on my Flagstaff home. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.